All right, let's just get right to it. The game has completely changed. For the last, 20 years, we've all been playing by the same rules to get found online. Well, that rulebook just got tossed out the window. If you're not rethinking your entire visibility strategy, like right now, you are already falling behind. So let's break down exactly what is happening and, more importantly, what you need to do about it.
And look, this isn't some small tweak or a minor algorithm update we can just ride out. This is a seismic shift. That quote you see on screen, a 15 to 40% drop in clicks, that's not a prediction. It's what businesses are seeing today. So why is this happening? It's because AI-powered search is totally changing how people behave. The search page itself is now the final stop, which means our old goal of just getting someone to click on our link, well, that's fast becoming obsolete.
And this right here, this is what we're calling the zero-click effect in action. Think about it. Before, a user would ask a question and they'd click a link to find the answer on your website. Simple enough. But now, with these AI overviews, the answer is just summarized for them right there on the results page. The user gets what they need in an instant, and your website, well, it never even gets the visit.
This means we have to completely reframe our entire objective. You know, in the old world, the whole game was about ranking on page 1. That was it. But what good is ranking if nobody's clicking anymore? In this new world of AI search, there's really only one goal that matters: getting cited directly in the AI's answer. And that brings us to this entirely new discipline, Generative Engine Optimization, or GEO for short. This isn't about stuffing keywords or building backlinks anymore. It's about making your content so clear, so structured, and so trustworthy that an AI model can easily understand your expertise and feel confident enough to feature you as a source. So this really is the million-dollar question, isn't it? If an AI is the new gatekeeper, deciding who gets seen and who gets completely ignored, how in the world do we convince a machine that we are the single best, most valuable, and most authoritative answer to a user's problem?
Well, the solution isn't some complex new code or a secret loophole you have to exploit. It's actually a fundamental principle of business, something popularized by Alex Hormozi. It's called the value equation, and it's the absolute key to understanding how an AI thinks.
And here it is. Value is basically determined by 4 things. The top half of the equation is everything people want, their dream outcome, and the belief that they'll actually get it. The bottom half is everything they want to avoid, the time it takes and the effort required. I want you to think of the AI like a person who's trying to make the best possible choice for its user. It's scanning for the solution that delivers the absolute best results with the least amount of time and effort. Our job is to prove we are that solution.
So this gives us 4 levers we can pull. First, we have to clearly show the dream result. Second, we have to build immense trust that we can actually deliver on that promise. And then, most powerfully, we have to find ways to slash the time and effort it takes for the user to get that result. It's really the difference between liposuction and a 2-year gym membership, right? One has an infinitely higher perceived value because it just collapses time and effort. Okay, that's a great theory. But how do we communicate all this value to a machine that can't, feel or intuit things? Well, the answer is structure. We have to package our expertise in a way that is perfectly organized, totally logical, and completely machine-readable. And this is where the theory becomes practice. See, each piece of that value equation maps directly to a specific technical tactic. For example, to decrease the user's effort and sacrifice, we can use tools like FAQ schema. Just think of this as pre-formatting your answers into a simple Q&A that the AI can instantly copy and paste. Zero effort needed. And to increase the likelihood of achievement, we show off strong EEAT signals, that's experience, expertise, authoritativeness, and trust, to prove to the AI that we are a credible and reliable source.
So this becomes your essential AI citation toolkit. FAQ schema makes your answers super easy to grab. EEAT signals, like author bios and credentials, prove your authority. Topic clusters and pillar pages show you have real deep expertise, not just some surface-level content. And publishing original data or case studies, that makes you an indispensable source that the AI has to cite to provide a complete answer.
But, and this is a big but, mastering your own website is only half the battle. To truly convince an AI that you are the definitive expert, your authority can't just live on your own domain. It has to be visible everywhere.
And the data on this is just wow, it's stunning. Just look at where Google's AI is pulling its information from. Nearly 30% of all citations in these AI overviews come from one single source, YouTube. That is a massive, undeniable signal.
If you're not creating video content that answers your audience's questions, you are essentially invisible to a huge part of the AI ecosystem.
This creates this incredibly powerful feedback loop. Just imagine an AI sees your brand providing expert answers on YouTube, then it sees you referenced in relevant Reddit threads, and then it finds your articles on LinkedIn. Each signal reinforces the others. This kind of multi-platform presence is exactly how you prove to a machine that you are the one true authority.
At the end of the day, it all comes down to this. We have to stop thinking about ranking and start thinking about reliability. The goal is to become such a trusted, valuable source of information that AI systems have no choice but to rely on you, to quote you, and to include you in their answers.
And this leaves us with one final and pretty urgent question. I want you to take a hard, honest look at your current digital strategy, your content, your website structure, your presence on all these other platforms, and ask yourself, is your business built to be cited by this next generation of search, or is it built to be ignored?